I am recording now. So, yeah, I was just going to say quickly, I've got a bit of a shoulder injury. I'm going to the physio later today. So there are certain things that I can't demo. But if you've been to my class before, which I think most of you have, you'll know that I don't tend to demo everything anyway, because I like to be able to watch you and give you a little bit more feedback. So you hopefully shouldn't notice. We're actually going to start with either a seated sort of meditation or a lying down meditation. So you pick something that's comfortable for you. We'll be there for about 3-4 minutes just whilst we talk about a bit of a yogic concept. So you're welcome to sit if it's comfortable for you. For me, I always lie down because otherwise I get wriggly. So bring yourself to a position that you can be comfortable in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out, nose or mouth. Maybe let the eyes close down now or fix a point to look at. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that breath pattern fall back into whatever feels intuitive here. And then just take a moment to scan the body, noting any areas of sort of tension or tightness, anywhere that you might need to be a little careful with, or anywhere that feels like it needs a good oil. And then I just wanted to briefly touch on this afternoon the concept of Brahmacarya. So for those of you who are familiar with the yamas and niyamas, you might have heard of this. The yamas are our sort of moral codes in yoga. They're one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And the yamas are about how we interact with the world around us. So the first one that you might have heard of is Ahimsa, or non-harming. The niyamas are almost the opposite. So they're sort of moral guidelines for how we interact with ourselves. And Brahmacharya is the very last of the niyamas. It's funny because it used to get translated pretty much solely as celibacy. It's not something that we translate it as now. It's not something that we really preach in yoga classes anymore. Now we like to see it as using your energy in the right way. And I think it's a really apt one for at the moment, when we're maybe moving towards a more sociable way of living, when suddenly there are more opportunities, there are way more ways to spend our time. And I don't know about you, but you can sometimes begin to feel a bit sort of paralyzed by choice. So Brahmacharya asks us to step back, analyze what's best for us and the world around us, and to then utilize our energy in the way that serves us best. So rather than just saying yes because you can, we say yes because it's the right thing to do. And similarly, as we move through our yoga practice, our physical yoga practice, I want you to think about whenever I offer you an or, so downward dog or child's pose, vinyasa or straight to downward dog, are you picking the choice that you pick out of habit? Is it out of inertia? Is it because it's just what you always do? Or are you genuinely doing the thing that's best for your body and your mind at the minute? What is the right use of your energy as you move through this practice? You might like to set a intention or a dedication with that in mind, maybe picking someone who you see as level-headed or balanced to dedicate your practice to, or maybe setting an I am statement, welcoming in something that you want to cultivate a little more of as we move through our flow. Just take one deep breath with that phrase or person or thing in mind. One more long breath out. And then from here, when you're ready, slowly begin to blink the eyes open. If they're closed, just take any movement that feels good. Maybe it's a wriggle of the fingers or the toes, and slowly make your way to your all fours position. So taking the hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Just take any movement here that feels good. So maybe it's just like a wiggle of the hips side to side, or maybe it's letting the head fall down, doing maybe a couple of nods or shakes of the head. Just begin to feel into the body, the muscles, the bones, feeling that stack of the shoulders above the knuckles. Taking it into a more traditional cat-cow when you're ready, with your inhale, rolling the shoulders back, sending your heart through your arms, lifting the gaze. Exhale, bringing the chin towards the chest, rounding the spine, squeezing the hips forwards and drawing the belly away from the floor. 2 more like that. Inhale, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the shoulders forwards, squeezing the hips forwards, lifting the belly up. 1 more. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, heart through the arms. Exhale, chin towards the chest, round the spine. Taking it into your disco cat now. So drawing some circles with the body, almost like you're in the middle of a tube of honey. So sending your waist over towards your right, up towards the sky, towards the left, and then dropping the belly down. So I always like to think with this one, you can go side to side, so alternating sides. I always like to think about being inside a tube of honey and trying to get all of the bits of honey off the edge of the tube using my torso. But if this just really helps me to get into all those sticky places, like that sort of space just in between the shoulder blades as I round up, and maybe take a little side to side shuffle just to get all of the sticky bits of honey off the tube. Are all of my cues food related? Probably, but there you go. And then when you're ready from here, we're going to extend the right leg out to the right. So right foot comes in line with your left knee, like a gate pose variation here. We're going to interlace or take your left hand just behind your head, letting your elbow fall down towards the floor. As you inhale, lift that left elbow up towards the sky, turn the chest towards the left elbow high. Good. Exhale, let it relax down towards the floor. 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting it all the way up, opening the chest to the left. Exhale, letting it relax down towards the floor. 1 more time. Inhale, lifting it all the way up. This time as you exhale, release that left hand, thread it underneath the right. Take the left side of the face down towards the floor. And then option to take the right arm up towards the sky if you'd like to. Really thinking about rolling that right shoulder back and now twisting the chest to open towards the sky. Nice. Beautiful, guys. Take 1 inhale here. And 1 exhale. As you inhale, replace your right hand where it was. Press down through the right hand to unthread the left hand and step the left hand back down. Take your left foot slightly over towards the left, and then press down through your left hand to bring your right foot back, coming into your supported side plank left side. So left hand, left knee, and right foot all in one line. Roll that right shoulder back. Float the right foot off the floor if you'd like to here. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee in front of the body, keeping your back as straight as possible. Good. Inhale to extend, arm over head, leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. I love that you're all facing away from me and you're all just like nailing it. 1 more time. Inhale to extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Final time. Inhale to extend. This time, bring elbow towards the knee, look forwards towards the top of your mat, and then step that right foot all the way forwards, coming into your low lunge right side. You might want to step your left knee a little further back so that you feel your left hip flexor beginning to stretch, left glute switches on. From here, let's take hands up onto the hips, or if you'd like to, you can take arms up and over the head, whatever's more comfortable for you. And imagine your belly button is magnetized to the back of your mat or the back wall behind you. So we feel the whole upper body begin to lean slightly back. The shoulders are above the hips. Good. As you inhale, straighten up through your front leg, nice and slowly. Exhale, bend the front knee. You can keep your arms up and over your head if you'd like to. Inhale, straighten up through front leg. As you exhale, bend the front knee, sink your hips a little lower, but keep your upper body leaning back. One more like that. Inhale, straighten up through the front leg. Exhale, bend the front knee, sinking those hips a little lower. Good. One more time. Inhale to straighten through the front leg. Exhale, bend the front knee. Good, now stay in this low lunge. Keep drawing the belly back so the spine is super, super neutral here. If your arms aren't already, inhale, take them both up and over the head. Now as you exhale, send your right hand back in space, your left hand forwards, twisting towards your right leg. Good. Inhale, take both of the arms up and over the head again. Exhale, find that twist again. Right hand back, left hand forwards. Roll the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, both arms up and over the head. Exhale, left hand forwards, right hand back as if you're being pulled into opposite directions. Final time, inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, left hand forwards, right hand back. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, take your arms up and over your head. Exhale, take your hands down to frame your front foot and step straight back into that all fours position again for the same sequence, second side. Should feel the difference between your left hip and your right hip now, no? My left hip is like, ooh, yeah. So when you're ready from here, extending that left leg out to the side, left foot is in line with your right knee. Taking your right hand just behind your back, as you inhale, lift your right elbow up towards the sky. Exhale to relax it down. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale, relax it down. One more time. Inhale to lift, twist the chest to the right. And as you exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left, taking the right side of the face down towards the floor. Again, option here to extend that left arm up towards the sky. Try and make sure that left shoulder doesn't roll forward. So keep drawing the shoulder blade back and keeping the sort of inner collarbone long. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, take that left hand back down towards the floor. Unthread that right arm. And then take your weight into your right hand as you take that right foot slightly out to the right. Step the left foot back. Left arm up towards the sky. So that's supported side plank facing me this time. Hooray! Hello, everyone. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, float that foot. Good, inhaling here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Thinking about keeping your spine as long as you can. Nice. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. So we feel like the movement is happening in the quad, around the top of the hip. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Final time, inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, then step that left foot forwards, rotating the back shin back, and you might need to step it a little further back. Just taking a moment to melt that right hip down towards the floor in your low lunge. I should have said on the other side, if you want to get something for underneath your knee, you are, of course, more than welcome to. And then when you're ready, either hands on your hips or up and over your head, whatever's more comfortable for you. Thinking about that belly drawing back, lower back is long here, and that right glute is active. So your choice where you put your hands as you inhale, extend through your front leg, draw those inner thighs together, zip up pelvic floor. Exhale, deepen the bend through the front leg. Good, try not to let the shoulders lean forwards, that's it, nice. Inhale, straighten up through the front leg. Exhale, keep leaning the upper body back as you bend the front knee. Good, two more. Inhale, straighten up through the front leg. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower, lean the upper body back a little more. Final time, inhale, straighten up front leg. Exhale, bend the front knee. Feels like hydraulics, this one. Inhale, take your arms up and over the head if they aren't already. Exhale, right hand forwards, left hand back, turn towards your left. Don't lose your balance. Nice smiles. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, right hand forwards, left hand back. Think about twisting from the waist up. Inhale, arms up and over the head so the hips stay square. Exhale, opening it to the side. Final time, inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, twist, twist, twist from the waist up. Beautiful, really nice, guys. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, take your hands down to frame your front foot, stepping straight back this time into your downward dog. And then taking any movement here that feels good. If you want to bend the knees one by one, if you want to shake the legs one by one, like a little dog shaking your shaking your paws. When you're ready, bend through your knees, look forwards towards the space in between your hands and walk or step or jump your feet all the way forwards. Relax down over your legs, take an exhale, maybe a little ragdoll here, so maybe it's a shake of the head, nod of the head, maybe you're holding onto opposite elbows or just letting your arms hang. And then when you're ready, release any bind that you have in your arms, press down through your heels and roll all the way up to stand. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, bring your feet together at the top of the mat. Lengthen out that lower back and draw the lower abdominals in like you're zipping up a pair of jeans here. Belly draws back, so we've got this almost like corset of support around the center of the body. I like to think that's where the word core comes from. It's like a corset of support. It's absolutely not, but there you go. It's a nice way to remember. Close down the eyes and take a moment to find your Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. Long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Take a moment to take your awareness back to that dedication or intention that you've already set. And then when you're ready, blink your eyes open. With your next inhale, arms up and over the head, look up towards your hands. Exhale, take your hands all the way down towards the floor, forward fold, relaxing down over the legs. Inhale, bend through your knees, sweep your arms all the way up and over the head into your Utkatasana. Taking the weight into your right leg, in slow motion, step your left leg all the way back behind you into your high lunge. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, drop your back knee down towards the floor to your low lunge. Good. With your inhale, take your hands in line with your hips. Begin to extend through your front leg. Option to flex the toes up towards the sky. And then we'll just take a little moment here in your half Hanumasana. So I like to reach my hands back as if I'm holding onto like a wall bar behind me. But if it's comfortable for you to bring your hands down towards the floor, then please by all means go for that. And find some movement here that allows you to soften through the hamstring a little bit. So maybe that means flexing and pointing through the front foot. Maybe it means like wiggling the hips side to side. Or maybe it means literally taking your right hand towards the back of your right hamstring and giving it a little bit of a rub. I think I said this in a class recently, so apologies if you've heard it before. But I think with hamstrings, they really remind me of, you know, those hand warmers that you get. Those like one-time use hand warmers that you click them and it starts off all like rocks. And then it suddenly goes softer and softer and softer, and then it's really melty. I think more than anything, the hamstring is like one of those. We just need to sort of like click that little button and it will slowly begin to melt. Keep thinking about drawing your belly button, your chest forwards as if they're drawn on pieces of string coming forwards. Try not to let your back round too much here. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bend through your right knee. Take your left hand in line with your right foot, lift your right arm up towards the sky, so twisted lunge. Option to tuck the back toes underneath here and lift the back knee off the floor. Keep rolling your right hip back, your left hip forward, squeeze the glutes, and think about sending the left side of the chest over towards the right leg. Option one from here would be to drop the back knee down towards the floor and then step the right foot back into your supported side plank. Option two, to roll onto the outer edge of the left foot and then bring your right foot all the way back into your full side plank. Just one inhale here. Think of rolling that right shoulder back, squeezing the glutes to draw the hips up towards the sky. As you exhale, take your right hand down, coming into your full plank. Inhaling here, always the option to drop the knees down towards the floor. As you exhale, elbows close to the body, bring yourself all the way down to lie on your belly. Inhale, roll your shoulders away from the ears, pressing your hips and the tops of your feet down to lift your heart, maybe lift the hands off the floor. As you exhale, take hands just below the shoulders, tuck toes underneath and lift hips back. Your choice, child's pose or downward dog. What is the right use of your energy here? 5 breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhaling for 3. Exhale 3. Lengthening the back of the neck for 4. Exhale for 4. Really nice, guys. Inhaling for 5. Exhale for 5. If you're in child's pose, making your way back to your downward dog, then everyone look forwards to the space in between your hands, bend through your knees and walk, step or jump your feet forwards to the top of the mat. Relaxing down over your legs when you get there. As you inhale, take your hands straight up towards the sky. We're going to go straight into our second side. Exhale, hands down towards the floor. Swan dive over those legs. Inhale, sit your bum down low, sweep arms up and over the head, Utkatasana. Keep drawing the lower abdominals in. Exhale, take the weight into the left foot and in slow motion, step that right leg back into your high lunge. Take an inhale here, shoulders over the hips. Good, as you exhale, drop that back knee down towards the floor, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, taking the hands maybe in line with the hips as we extend through that front leg. Maybe flexing the front toes up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, making your way into your variation. So for me, I don't know, there's something about just like drawing my hands back as if I'm holding onto something that allows me to really feel the shoulder blades draw back. But if this just feels like a horrible, horrible balance, you are of course welcome to take your hands down towards the floor. I'm coming to have a look at you guys. Good. Keep thinking about laying your belly button over your shin almost. Like what my contortion coach always says, like you're trying to hook your ribs over your knees. Steph's giving me dodgy faces. Good. Wendy, lengthen the back of your neck a little bit more. Same for you, Miles. So as if the crown of your head is drawing forwards. Remember, the neck is just an extension of the rest of the spine here. That's it. Beautiful. Send the heart forwards a little bit more. With your inhale from here, bend through your left leg. Take your right hand down in line with your left foot. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Twisted lunge. And then when you're ready, maybe tuck back toes underneath, lift back knee off the floor. But notice if when you come into this twisted lunge, it sends your hips into like a sort of weird alignment where that left hip is really pushing out to the side and the right knee is beginning to roll out. Think about the inner thighs drawing together and the outer hips squeezing in. So that glute medius switches on here, the side butt muscle. From here, option to drop the back knee or roll onto the outer edge of the back foot. Keep that right arm strong as you step the left foot back into your full side plank. Rolling that left shoulder back, squeezing the hips up towards the sky. Take an inhale here. Exhale, take left hand down towards the floor, full plank. Then your option of vinyasa, maybe you're coming all the way down towards the floor. Maybe it's coming to chaturanga and upward dog. Maybe it's skipping it and going straight back to downward dog, your choice. Downward dog or child's pose for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale 3. Inhaling for 4. Exhale 4. Inhale for 5. And exhale for 5. As you inhale, look forwards to the space in between your hands. If you're in your child's pose, make your way back to downward dog. Then everyone walk or step or jump your feet forwards to the top of the mat. Nice. Taking a forward fold over your legs. As you inhale, bring your arms up and over your head, look up towards your hands. Exhale, just take the hands down by the side. Take one long breath in here. Check in with the length of your breath now. And one long breath out. We've got a sequence that's going to take that sequence we've just done and build on it. In maybe a slightly core focused way, but you guys are going to nail it. So inhale to interlace your fingers just behind your back. Roll your shoulders away from the ears and lift your heart up towards the sky. As you exhale, you can bend through your knees here as you take a forward fold, but keeping that interlace of your fingers. So maybe squeezing the palms together, bringing the chin towards the chest and letting the arms come up and over the head. As you inhale from here, sit your bum down low on an imaginary chair. Keep your fingers interlaced and suck in your belly, suck in your Uddiyana Bandha here, so that the belly lifts off the thighs. Now from here, transfer the weight into your right foot and slide your left heel towards your bum, keeping those two knees in one line. Keep rolling the shoulders back, squeezing those side bum muscles to draw the hips in. Take an inhale here. As you exhale in slow motion, step that left leg all the way back behind you into your lunge. Good. Yes, Steph. Lovely. Inhale, take the arms up and over the head, draw the belly back. Exhale from here, take the back knee down towards the floor again. Good. Inhale from here, extend through your front leg, flexing the toes up towards the sky. And then we're going to come into our twisted half split. So take the left hand down towards the floor, left fingertips probably just underneath the shoulders, right arm up towards the sky. Good. Think about shrugging that right hip down, squeezing the inner thighs together. Roll that right shoulder back. So if there was a tea tray on your lower back, would it be tipping off to the right or to the left, or would it be staying flat? Good. Take one more inhale here. Tricky transition now. As you exhale, take both hands down towards the floor. We're going to bend through your right leg, bringing your toes slightly out towards the side, just like five past. 1 o'clock, that's what I'm looking for. 1 o'clock on the yoga mat clock. And then step your left foot all the way forwards, coming into your malasana, your squat. Good, reach your hands forwards. Try and keep the spine as long as you can here. So think about lifting up and out of those hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale in slow motion, bring your bum down towards the floor. I can't really do it very slow. Good. Well, some of you are way better than me. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your legs up in line with the mat, so parallel to the mat. And then keep your left leg as it is, but extend your right leg. So it should still be two knees in one line, keeping your spine as long as you can here. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, extend both legs. Bring your lower back down towards the mat, but keep your head and shoulders lifted, so low dish. Good. Inhale, bringing yourself back up to that sort of half boat, right leg straight, left leg bent. Exhale back to your low dish. Nice. 2 more like that. Inhale, bringing that right leg up, left knee towards the chest, spine straight. Exhale to your low dish. Boom. Final time. Inhale, bringing yourself up, right leg, straight left leg bent. Exhale back to your low dish. Good. Inhale, bring your knees towards your chest, let the head and shoulders come down. Feel free to just take a little sort of side to side roll. And then when you're ready, I can't do this just because of my shoulder. I can't really do any dynamic movement. But what I'm going to offer to you guys is to rock and roll through your spine and eventually make your way all the way up to stand, possibly without using your hands at all. Beautiful. Come on, Jean. You can do it. It's definitely easier the faster you go. I feel like you got to the really hard bit and then just stops, which definitely makes it harder. Good, so that whole sequence on the second side, take a long breath in here. And a long breath out. When you're ready, interlacing the fingers behind the back the other way, the way that feels weird. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and lift the heart. As you exhale, bend through your knees, take your body down over your legs, maybe extending through those legs here, pressing the heels down, keeping your hips above your heels. Inhale, sink your bum down low. Eventually, bum comes in line with the knees and lift the chest. Then think about drawing the ribs in the belly in to get the thighs away from the belly, belly away from the thighs. Good, slowly from here, taking the weight onto that left foot. Squeezing your right heel towards your bum, coming into that little flamingo. I'm coming to have a look at you guys. Beautiful. Pointing through those right toes. I feel like it helps with the balance here. Squeezing the knees together. Steph, come on, bend your left knee a little bit more. There we go. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, everyone, kick that right leg all the way back. Yeah, and in slow motion. Thank you, Steph. That was slow motion. Everyone else somehow managed to do it in 1 second. Right back in your high lunge. Good. Everyone, inhale from here. Take your arms up and over your head. Drop the right knee down towards the floor. As you exhale, extend through that left leg. And then we're going to take it into that twist again. So right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Thinking about turning the chest towards that left leg, rolling that left shoulder back. Really nice. Again, keep drawing the left hip back, Wendy. So think about shrugging your left hip down. Yeah, even more. Yeah, that's it. And sending the right side of the chest over towards the left. Good. Miles, it looks like your right hand could maybe come a little closer towards your left leg. Good. Because it looks like you're leaning quite a lot sideways. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Good. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're taking both hands down towards the left foot, bend through your left leg. Left toes come out to about 11 o'clock now. Step the right foot forwards, coming into your squat. Good. And then think knees in, or knees outside the elbows, sorry, the belly lifts up. So we lift up and away from the hips. Don't allow the shoulders to round. Eventually we want to have our elbows almost like above our knees because our spine is so straight. Nice. And then just let the fronts of the ankles open up. That's where I feel this most. I don't know about anyone else. With your inhale, reach your arms forwards. Exhale in slow motion, sit your bum down. I feel like that's all to do with length of your thighs and length of your shins, because no matter how much I try, I just can't make it look graceful. And some people just sit down, it's amazing. Then stretch your arms out, bring your legs up parallel to the mat, and then extend through your left leg. Really thinking here about the belly button being drawn forward. So we move away from that sort of rounded place where we feel like we're about to fall back, and to somewhere where we feel like we're about to fall forwards. You're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, extend through both legs, lower your lower back down towards the floor, keep head and shoulders up. Inhale, bring yourself back up to that half boat. Exhale, bring yourself down to your low dish. Good, inhale back up to that half boat. Nice and slowly, exhale back to that low dish. Final time, inhale up to that half boat, roll the heart open, shoulders back a little more. Exhale down to that low dish. Good, and then when you're ready, bring your feet flat towards the floor, lower your shoulders down, bring your knees in towards your chest, just shake it off a little bit. Really nice, guys. From here, when you are ready, rock and roll, and we will meet standing at the top of the mat. Boom! Full house. Well done, guys. All right, make your way to Tadasana. Bring your feet together, your heels together. Roll the shoulders back. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. We got one more standing sequence. That is all very balance focused today. So I think we've got sort of 1/2 more sequences. One of them's really short though, and then we'll be down on the floor. As you inhale from here, take arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands all the way down towards the floor, forward fold. Inhale, sit your bum down, take the arms up and over the head into your Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center, hook left elbow over your right knee to your twisted chair. And then just because I like to, it's a little bit kinder to the wrists, make a fist with your left hand and then cover that fist with your right hand. And then think about pushing down with that right hand to lift the chest. So eventually your hands are in the center of your chest here. Take a little look down towards your left knee. Make sure it's not jutting forwards. If it is, think about rolling that left hip back, drawing the outer hips in, squeeze those side bum muscles. Now look down towards the top right-hand corner of the mat. Let's see how slowly you can all do this. Slide that left foot back, coming back into that flamingo position, but this time with a twist. So squeezing that left foot towards the bum, 2 knees in one line. Nice deep bend through the right leg. Take an inhale here. Exhale in slow motion. See if you can extend that leg fully. Take a breath there and then land it back into your lunge. Boom, nice. Keeping that twist, option to drop the back knee down towards the floor here or keep it lifted as you roll that right shoulder back and think about twisting your belly up and over that right leg. Now we're going to see if we can reverse it from here. Look down towards the top right corner of the mat. Take the weight into your right foot, step your left foot all the way forwards towards your right. Keeping that elbow to knee connection, take the weight into your left foot, bring your right knee all the way up and in towards the chest. And then once you've stood up fully, extend your right hand back, your left hand forwards, coming into your twisted balance. Really think here about pressing down through your left heel, rolling that right shoulder back. So the hips are facing totally forwards, but your body is facing the right side. Option to extend that right leg long from here. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, swing that right leg back behind you. Look down towards the top left-hand corner of your mat and take that left hand down, coming into your half moon, your Ardha Chandrasana. Good. We're going to see if we can reverse that. So with your inhale, feel that pelvic floor draw in and up. You can bend through the left leg if you need to, as you swing that right leg forwards, right hand back to your twisted balance. Good. Sorry, Miles, I know you're facing away from me. And then one more time here, extend that right leg back. Look down towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Come back to your half moon. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, take your right hand down towards the floor. Step both feet back into your plank. And then your choice, you can take a vinyasa here. You can come straight to your child's pose, straight to your downward dog. Five breaths before we do the second side. Aren't you lucky that you have two sides so that now you know what you're doing? You can go through it all again. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale 4. Inhaling for 5. And exhale for 5. Good. If you're in your child's pose, make your way back to your downward dog. Then everyone look forwards to the space in between your hands and walk or step or jump your feet all the way forwards. Good. Same sequence on your second side. So when you are ready, inhale, take the arms up and over the head. Exhale, take the hands down towards the floor, forward fold. Inhale, sink your bum down low, take arms up and over the head to your Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center, hook your right elbow over your left knee, twisting to the left. Good, now maybe make a fist with your right hand and cover that fist with your left hand. Think about rolling your left shoulder back, lifting the heart here. You might want to look down towards the top left-hand corner of your mat as you squeeze the right heel towards the bum, keeping 2 knees in one line. Point those right toes. Okay, I'm going to come and watch this transition. So take an inhale here. Now see if you can just extend that right leg back behind you without putting it down on the floor. Take a breath here. And in slow motion, step it down. Beautiful control, Wendy. Really nice. Nice, Steph. Good. When you're ready, keeping that twist if you have it. Option to drop the back knee down towards the floor. Think about pressing through your left hand to lift your heart. So the hands are in the center of the heart here, rather than we're us sort of relaxing down over that left leg. Everyone look towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Take the weight into your left foot, step the right foot forwards. That one doesn't need to be slow. Good. Take the weight into your right foot. As you inhale, bring the left knee all the way in towards the chest, keeping the twist if you have it. And then once you've come up to your maximum, extend the arms, left hand back, right hand forwards. Think of kicking through that right heel to fully extend that right leg. Option to stay here or extend that left leg long. Good. Imagine someone's pulling your right hand a little further forwards, Wendy. You're leaning slightly back. That's it. Option to fully extend that leg. Take an inhale here. Exhale, swing that left leg back. Look down towards the top right-hand corner of the mat. Place that right hand slowly down with control for your half moon. Good, we're going to reverse that. So maybe a little bend through your right leg as you inhale. Swing the left leg forwards, the left hand back. Nice. And final time, exhale, swing left leg back. Right hand forwards. Look down towards the top right-hand corner of the mat. Nice, take an inhale here. Exhale, take hands down, step your left foot back, step your right foot back, and your choice. Vinyasa, straight to downward dog, straight to child's pose, whatever you fancy. Relaxing through the face is always advisable, guys. No posture that requires you, that I'm aware of, that requires you to frown. 5 breaths here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhaling for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Good. If you're in child's pose, make your way back to downward dog. Look forwards to the space in between your hands, bend through your knees and walk or step or jump your feet all the way forwards. Relax down over your legs. Inhale, bring the arms up and over the head, bring yourself up to stand. Good. Exhale, hands by your side, mountain pose. Okay, tiny last little bit of dynamic stuff and then we're down on the floor. I'll demo this once and then I'll watch you guys do it, okay? So it's 2.5 times through the same sequence and it's a little mobility challenge. So it's going to be inhale into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. As you exhale, we're going to sit all of the way down, coming into your boat pose. We're going to come to your half boat. We're going to bring the feet down towards the floor, driving the hips up into your bridge. And then we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, rock and roll back to your chair. So we're going to do it 2.5 times. The final time we're going to land lying down on your back. And then that's us done with horrible stuff. So when you're ready, inhale, bringing your feet together, sending your arms up and over your head into your chair pose, drawing the belly in. Exhale in slow motion, bring yourself to sit all the way down. Bum comes down, legs come up. Take an inhale in your Navasana, straight or bent legs, your choice. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, bring the lower back down towards the floor, coming into your half boat. Inhale, bring the feet down towards the floor, drop the shoulders and the head down. Exhale, press down through your heels to drive the hips up, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, roll back through your upper, middle and lower back, bring it back down. And then exhale, bring your knees towards your chest and rock and roll yourself all the way up to stand. Good, same sequence again. 1.5 more times. Inhale, sink your bum down low, take arms up and over your head into your chair pose. Nice, exhale, slow motion, sit all the way down, landing in your boat pose, your Navasana. Beautiful. Inhale, roll your shoulders away from the ears, lift the heart. Exhale, come down to your half boat. Nice. Inhale, bring your feet flat towards the floor, shoulders down, lying down on your back. Exhale, press down through the heels, drive the hips up towards the sky, tuck the tailbone. Good. Inhale, slowly lower upper, middle, and lower back down. Exhale, bring the knees towards your chest, rock and roll yourself all the way back to your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Nice. Last half, halfway through that sequence. Inhale here. Exhale, sit your bum all the way slowly, 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 slowly down. Good. Inhale into your boat, your Navasana, heart lifted. Exhale, Ardha Navasana, so that low dish pose, lower back down towards the floor. And then inhale, drop your head and shoulders down, bring your feet flat towards the floor. Well done, guys. Feel free to just let the knees roll side to side, to shake the head, to do any sort of release that you need. It was a hard class today, no? I feel like even for me, this was quite a mean class. I rotate the focuses, and this week's focus is core and twists, hence all the balance work. So we're going to take it into some sort of longer held postures now that are hopefully going to be a little nicer. As you inhale, bring your right knee in towards the chest, give it a hug. Exhale, take the outer edge of that right foot across the left knee, coming into your figure four. So option one would just be to stay here. If this already feels like a deep stretch in the glutes, feel free to stick with this. Otherwise, you might like to peel the left knee off the floor, hug the left knee in towards the body. And remember, we're trying to drive that right knee away from the body to create space there, even as we pull the left knee in. If there's another variation that's calling to you, if you want to maybe extend through that left leg, by all means, please do. Good, and then just make sure that your tailbone is down against the floor. And the shoulders are relaxed. One more inhale here. And one more exhale. When you're ready, slowly release that left foot flat towards the floor again, keeping the figure four shape. Stretch your arms out to the side into like a T shape or a cactus shape, and press down through your left heel to bump your hips just a tiny bit towards the right. From there, cross your right leg over your left and allow your knees to fall to the left, coming into a spinal twist. You might like to take a variation again here if you want to extend through your left leg and maybe take the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee. You're welcome to. Just find a variation that's comfortable for you. And then just feel that right side rib cage opening up. When you're ready from here, uncross your legs if they are crossed. Just allow your left knee to come underneath your right knee. So the knees are still over towards the left. And then allow yourself to come all the way onto your left side into like a fetal position, using that left shoulder here as a pillow. Stretch your right arm out in front of you. And then as you inhale, take your right arm up and over your head. Exhale, reach it back behind you. So we're just drawing some circles with this right arm. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, taking the arm all the way up and over the head. Exhale, reaching the arm back behind you, just getting some mobility into that shoulder joint. 2 more, inhale up and over the head. Exhale, reaching it back behind you and down. Final time, inhale up and over. Exhale, reach it back and down. With your inhale, bring your right knee in towards the chest and allow that to roll you back onto your back. Bring your left knee to meet your right and then your right foot flat towards the floor. Same sequence, second side. Flexing through the left foot, take the outer edge of left foot across the right knee, coming to your figure four. And then maybe we stay here, or maybe we peel the right knee towards the chest, taking a variation, maybe interlacing the fingers underneath the right thigh, underneath the right knee, or extending through that right leg. Again, here, the primary stretch we're looking for is in the outside of your left glute. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, let that right foot come flat towards the floor. Stretching your arms out to the side, cross your left leg over your right, and then bump your hips a tiny bit over towards the left. Allowing your knees to fall towards the right now. Again, finding any variation here that feels comfortable. Whether that's extending through the underneath leg, taking the right hand towards the left knee. Shoulders soft. Jaw relaxed. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, uncross your knees, keep them over towards the right, and just allow yourself to roll fully onto your right side. You can use your right shoulder here, your right arm as a pillow as you stretch your left arm out in front of you. Inhaling, taking that left arm all the way up and over the head. Exhale, reaching it down and back behind you. Nice big circles. Inhale up and over the head, bicep close to the ear. Exhale, reaching it back and down. Inhale up and over the head. Exhale, reach it back and down. Final time, inhale up and over. Exhale, reach it back and down. Good. Now hugging the left knee in towards the chest. Allow yourself to roll back onto your back. Maybe hugging both knees in, just giving yourself a little bit of a rock side to side. And taking any adjustments that you need to before coming to stillness, whether that's grabbing a blanket or some socks, or taking a posture that maybe we haven't practiced, anything that you feel is going to prep the body for stillness and for moving into that rest and digest mode, be it a happy baby or a legs up the wall maybe. And then when you're ready, bring yourself to a position that you can be still in. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Allowing the joints to soften. The ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck. Allow the big muscles in the body to relax. The muscles around the hips either side of the spine, around the shoulders. Let that corset of support around the center of the body soften now, and let the weight of the floor hold you instead. And let the smaller muscles here relax too, those in the fingers, in the toes, in the cheeks. Let the jaw be unclenched, and that space in between the eyebrows where you might frown sometimes, just be soft. You've got about 2 more minutes here. If you find that the mind begins to wander to shoulds or shouldn'ts or lists or anywhere else that feels uncomfortable, you're always welcome to bring your attention back to your breath, maybe giving it a count of 4 or 5 for your inhale, 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 for your exhale. Otherwise, you can just focus on the steady breath in and breath out and enjoy the stillness, enjoy the silence here. About 2 more minutes. Take one more inhale where you are. And one more long exhale. And when you're ready from here, slowly, in any way that feels intuitive to you, begin to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe it's a wriggle of the fingers or the toes, or a nice slow circle of the wrists, the ankles. Gently bring your knees one by one in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then if it's comfortable to roll over onto one side before bringing yourself up to sit. Or if not, feel free to rock and roll or find another way. Keeping either the eyes closed or the gaze low down towards the floor just whilst you bring yourself up to sit. And eventually bring your hands into a prayer at heart center, connecting the thumbs to the sternum. Take a moment just to bring your awareness back to the intention or the dedication that you set at the start of the practice. Take one deep breath with that thing or statement or person in mind. And one long breath out. And then when you're ready, pressing palms together. As you inhale, lift arms up and over the head. Blink eyes open and look up towards your thumbs. Exhale, take the hands all the way down towards the floor and bow the head. Thank you very much, everybody.